You're tuning into the Latin Feels podcast with your host, Daniel Alvarez, and the one and only Tiny. That's me.
What is up, fam? Welcome to another episode of the Latin Feels podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Alvarez, and
Evelyn Salazar. Why do I always look at this camera?
I don't know how we're 16 episodes in, and every time
it's this
she looks at that
fucking camera.
Don't be looking at my camera, bro.
Hey, bitch. Hello, y'all.
What's up? How we doing?
We're doing good. I was really sick, like really sick this past week. Sinus infection. All bad news. Traveled into my lungs.
All bad.
All bad. Still not 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not, I mean, obviously I'm not contagious. It's a sinus infection, so it's not like a viral thing. But yeah, it's been a struggle because I'm not doing antibiotics.
Is that something that you, that's how they normally treat that?
Yeah, you have antibiotics. Any type of infection, you can fight off with an antibiotic.
But is that the usual protocol for that?
Mm-hmm.
Like right away, antibiotics.
Antibiotics. Oh yeah, every time I've had a sinus infection or tonsillitis or lung infection, it's just like antibiotics. What?
Like every time I've had
my eye infection, my pussy infections, all the infections, antibiotics.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I know about that because I cath. I used to get like UTIs a lot when I was like at the beginning because I was out here just being all sloppy and shit.
Being all sucio?
I guess. So yeah, I used to like, man, the first year I was like always in the hospital. They knew me. Like I went to the hospital so much, at least like twice a month. I would go and they'd be like, it got to the point where one of the nurses, he was really cool. He was like, "What's wrong with your dick now, bro? What's wrong with your dick now?" Because it was like, that's basically the only reason I would go. So he would be like, he didn't say dick. I forgot what the word, but he said like,
what's the proper word for dick?
Well, I mean, we're in a hospital. He's not gonna be like, "Hey, what's up with your dick, bro?"
Hey, what's up with your penis?
Nah, he didn't say penis though. He said a funny ass word because it made me laugh.
What is it? Now I need to know.
Yeah, I forgot. It was a black guy. Like, what would a black guy say?
I don't know. What would a black nurse say?
Because we be wilding, we fucking Latinos, black people, we would just be wilding and saying wild shit, Like, what's the appropriate? God, I can't remember, but it was funny because I remember.
Was it like a medical term?
It was like, he said something like winky or some fucking corny ass shit. And I was like, you should not be talking like that, bro. It was hella funny.
You're like, I wish he said dick.
Yeah, for sure. Man, you could have just said penis, bro. You got to get all fucking. Oh, yeah. He was like, or he might have said wiener.
Wiener?
He said something where, because it made me laugh.
That's funny. It's better than winky. What is it, winky?
Yeah. You never heard winky?
No.
Yeah, that's like in a movie. Fuck, what movie
What are you talking about? That's one of the.
It comes out in a movie though. I know that's Tinky Winky. That's Tinky Winky, but not Winky. No, in a movie, I think it might be Home Alone where like he gets hit someone gets hit in the nuts. And he's like, "Oh, my Winky."
Damn! I just watched that movie.
Yeah, it might not be that movie, but it's like a movie that like that's from. Not weird. You hurt my Winky.
Your Tinky Winky.
Yeah. That's the gay one too.
So yeah, I got an infection, but I fought it off. Hey, what's up? Yeah. Building up those immunities. It's been tough though, because obviously, like with antibiotics, in 3 days I'll feel great.
Yeah,
I'm ready to go. Life is back in my eyes. But with this, it's still been like, even this weekend, like I was supposed to go to a quinceañera with you tomorrow. And I was also supposed to hang out with our friend Tanya on Saturday. She wanted to go to a comedy show. And I told her, I said, I don't want to be around a lot of people right now, like this week. Like I'm better, but I'm not to the point where I would feel good about being around a lot more people because my immune system is trying to build itself, Yeah. It's trying to get back together. And Tanya is one to be like testify to this. She got sick and then she went out 4 days later and she was already on meds though, and she got sick again.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I did my math. I was like, no, everyone needs to chill. I'll go out next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta take care of your health.
Yeah. Yeah. You can definitely. That's like the adult thing that I've done this week. Saying no to fun things.
Saying no to fun things.
Fuck yeah, man! I would have ripped it up on the dance floor with you tomorrow.
You don't get to see me wear the first bow tie.
Are you gonna wear a bow tie tomorrow? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be indoors?
Yeah, it's a hall. It's like a small hall. It's like my dad's side of the family, so I'm not like particularly close to them. So we'll see we'll see how it is. I don't really like party with them, so I don't know if it's gonna be like super full or I don't know.
If it's a lot, okay. Well, that's cool. I'll talk to you about this off stage. If it's not that many people.
Nah, it's like well, you thought it was gonna be like a big ass.
Yeah, because like a sweet 16 is like a sweet 16, like quinceañera kind of thing. I thought it was gonna be like chambelanes and damas and.
No, I don't think they do that for. Do they do that for sweet 16s? I guess like they do.
I don't know, man. I mean,
that's like the quinceañera tradition.
That is.
I don't know. That sweet 16 is different.
I mean,
or is it the same thing?
I don't know. I used to watch that TV show on MTV. I think it was called Sweet 16.
And they had like dance, yeah.
And it was like
some shit
crazy fucking girls is being.
Because they had like all parents with money or like celebrity parents.
It was basically all white people.
Yeah. No, there was some like I remember I saw one. I think like like Biggie Smalls' daughter had one. Eazy-E's daughter had one. One of Puffy's sons had one. I think. Yeah. Motherfuckers always get like a Mercedes and complain about it.
Yeah, that's like, not the newest one.
For real. It's not a Tesla.
They didn't have Tesla back then, but yeah.
Actually, there's a chick. I said that because there's a chick that their parents got her a Tesla. Like the I think it's like the S model. And she was like, I didn't want this. Like, she's like literally complaining about it. Like, she got so much shit online for it. Just being so like unaware or like out of touch with the real world, Yeah. Whereas like people would kill to have like that car. She was like, I don't like it. It's not what I wanted. Oh, that's crazy.
That's wild. Man, my first car was a RAV4.
My first car was a 2000 Nissan Altima.
Nice.
I got it at the dealer fucking 19 years old. It's crazy because I went on the bus like and it was far. Like I rode on the bus for like at least a couple hours to go pick it up. So I got stranded in a way. Like I stranded myself in the sense that like I had to buy a car, because I was like, I ain't gonna go on the back on the bus,
You're like, damn, man, that's like 17 buses later.
Yeah, I went. I had good credit though, but I took like no money, like no down payment, nothing. I was like, you gonna give me a car, bro? And yeah, I got one. Like
that's crazy.
People think that you need a down payment. That's not true. Like a lot of the time, that money just goes to the dealership. Obviously, it goes toward the car or whatever, but. They're just gonna raise the price, like however much. Like let's say you don't have a down payment, like me, like the car that I got ended up coming out to like 14,000 or something like that with no down payment. If I would have had a down payment, let's say I would have had $2,000 down, it would have been 16,000. Like that they keep that money essentially. Like I worked for a dealership. I don't know if I ever mentioned that. I used to work for Harris Ford. It's like the biggest Ford dealership in the Northwest. Like that encompasses Washington, Montana, Oregon, and what is it, like Utah, I think. Like so I kind of like, and I was the only one that spoke Spanish, so I would have to go through the whole process with the people, like the financing and everything.
And you know how many Spanish speakers are out in Montana, Utah,
Nah, we're just Washington in my cases. Hey, they'll see my paisa ass, I'm like, paisa, right away, like, yo quiero este compa. Like, I almost got in a fight one time because some people had gone there and like somebody else, because what we would do is call it, like when a car was coming into the dealer, you'd be like, red Toyota. And then if you call it first, you get to talk to them, you get to greet them and see what they need. So like this other dude had like called this car, and then he started talking to him, and it was like a Latino couple. And I was across the street because we had like the new cars, and then there was like an island that had the used cars, and I was in the used car lot. And then they crossed over, and then they see me, and right away they just like walked up to me, and then he was like, "Hey, compa." Yeah, literally like, "Hey," he said, "Hey, paisa, ¿cómo estamos?" And I was like, "¿Cómo está?" Started talking to him in Spanish, so they were like, oh, nos vamos con usted, like, you know, and I was like, I'm down. But in that situation, like, whoever called them keeps them until they give up. Like, they have to be like, oh, they're probably gonna walk away, bro. You wanna take them, and when you do that, it's called a marriage. So, like, if you do that and you sell them the car, you guys split the profit. Mm-hmm. And then if you do that, you try to like get somebody else. Mm-hmm. So when you're in like a marriage, when you've handed somebody off, you're supposed to try to get somebody else. And if you start working a deal inside that, mm-hmm. both of those deals are your guys's.
Oh,
so
that's
like,
dope.
yeah.
Okay. So what? This other guy was like, nah, bro, this is
So I started talking to him.
This
and I was
is single life, not marriage.
Yeah. I started talking to him or whatever, and he was like, nah, bro, I got it. And I was like, oh, like, él puede ayudar, you know? And they were like, no, que no. And like, they just wanted, and like, they were like, nah, we're good with this dude or whatever. Mm-hmm. So, whatever, I ended up helping them out and sold him a car or whatever. And then, afterward, he was like, yo, bro, don't be taking my... And then he pushed me, whack. And then we were wearing like dress shoes. And then like, man, it was crazy. I got so mad, but I could, like, if you fight, you get fired.
Yeah.
Like, you can't fight in the dealership. Even like if you have a beef and you go outside of the dealership in Square, because there was a park across the street, and then they had like a big ass tree like wall basically, so you couldn't see past it.
So what, you guys were just
fucking nah, let's go to the park, dog. Fuck it. Yeah. But if they found out about it, they would fire both of the people that fought. So I was just like,
so did they fire him?
Nah.
What? He pushed you?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, he pushed me, you know?
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, bro, I'll get you, bro. I'll get you. Don't even trip. But I never did. I was just like, whatever. I ended up like leaving that job like a few months after that.
Why?
So I went on vacation to California for like a couple weeks, and I came back, and then I wasn't really like feeling it, like, cause you wouldn't know it now, but I like talking to people wasn't really my thing back then. I was like 19. Like, looking back on it, I'm like, why was I selling cars, bro? I hated talking to people. So, and I ended up actually, so I came back, and I was like, I don't know if I want to go back. And in that, I took basically an extra week once I was back. Mm-hmm. And inside that week, one of my guy cousins, basically the cousin that I'm closest to, tried to commit suicide. So he shot himself twice or three times in the face.
This guy, yeah.
So I was just like, yo, like, he's my brother, you know, I have to be there for him. I was like, oh, fuck all this. Like, I wanted to make sure he knew that I was there, you know, like if he did, because I don't know if he was gonna die or not. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I just said, fuck it, I'm just leaving. I'm just going back to California, and I just moved back. Yeah. Yes, wow. Anyways, that was a fucking rant.
No, I mean I didn't know this story. I didn't even know that you worked for a car dealership.
Yeah, I used to.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. How'd we get into this?
We're talking about cars and like, I don't know.
Somebody rewind the tape, please.
Rewind. I did that at a Jenga mic. Actually, I got a thing that said do sound effects, mm-hmm. and I was like, if I sing that ski song, like, is that a sound effect? And then I was like, well, they pop got me. That was the first thing I did, and everybody, like, it took everybody a minute, and then they got it, and everybody started laughing. It was hella funny. And then I broke my glasses fucking bit, and I dropped the mic, and I was like, and then they kind of got it. What did I drop?
I don't know.
Yeah. You took me out yesterday for my birthday.
I did take you out yesterday for your birthday.
Yeah, that was cool. What was it?
It was Korean barbecue.
Yeah, that was fun. It's the places where they like cook the food. We'll show you. We got video.
I took him out to Korean barbecue, and it was this place called Quarters in K-Town, in Koreatown. Mm-hmm. I didn't know. I was like, yeah, we're gonna go there because they have seafood and they have meat and they have, you know. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, I see the seafood dish. I'm like, what? $210? Never mind. So I ended up eating some meat, which I told you I was in. Yeah. I was not in a good place all night. Yeah, but it's okay. Oh. It's fine. Yeah, I think it was. I fucked that shit up. You ate a lot more than me. I was like, yeah. Hey, and it was his first time trying soju last night.
Well, the one that it was like whatever. I drank most of it basically.
Yeah, I mean, It was.
I was like, she was talking about she's gonna need to drive me home and shit.
I mean, soju can really. You saw it, 12%. That's high.
It didn't even taste like alcohol. It's crazy. It tastes like
more
cold
than
water.
wine and more than beer. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good though. It's cool.
Cuando eres podrido, I guess it doesn't matter.
Soy un podrido.
When eres podrido,
I'm goddamn rotten inside.
You would tank. Yeah, that's what we did yesterday. What else? I mean, honestly, I haven't done much in my week because I've been sick. Yeah. I've just been trying to hold on for dear life.
Well, yesterday I also went to Flappers for the first time.
Yeah, let's talk about that. That's fun.
They have like an audition mic. Mm-hmm. And it's actually interesting. It's the first mic that I've ever been to where they give you feedback after. Like you could literally, like they had like 10-minute conversations with some of the people that got off after. They literally like, you could have done this better, that. I was listening to, basically we were all waiting to talk to the guy. So you're all just basically around him. Mm-hmm. And then so you can hear what he's telling people and what people are telling him. Yeah. So he started most of them by asking them like, how do you think you did? And what could you have done better? And like just a bunch of, I was like, this is kind of dope, get it like real time feedback. Yeah, it was cool.
Shout out to Flappers.
Yeah, I guess they're gonna book me on a contest that they have. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I did pretty good on audition.
Yeah, you about to win $2,000, baby.
Hey, we'll try. Goddamn,
$2,000. We going to Austin.
That would be perfect,
Yeah, save that money. Save it.
Yeah.
Austin money. What else is going on in the comedy world? I am going back to. I'm gonna go to crowd work on Monday. I'm excited.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try it out. I'm taking my baby steps back into it. Yeah. Feeling more inspired lately, which is good. Less stress because of the family stuff. Mm-hmm. Things are finally coming together little by little, piece by piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And what else? I'm dog sitting this weekend.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Marley boy. Hopefully we can put a picture of him here.
What kind of dog is you?
He's a rescue. So he's like a big, okay, so picture, do you know the Never Ending Story? Mm-hmm. That dog.
Yeah. Big ass white dog that
big
flies.
Big ass white dog that flies. He's
a fly ass dog?
He's a fly ass dog. Yeah, I love him. He's so sweet. He is my godson. He's my first godson. My best friend, Serene, he was just like, if I ever die, he was like drunk. He's like, if I ever die, I want you to take care of Marley. I was like, oh, this is big responsibility, man.
That's funny.
Yeah. So that's exciting. That's it for my weekend. I'm going to IKEA tomorrow. Hey.
That's funny.
And I'm probably staying home Saturday night. So yeah.
Should we get into these riffs?
Sure. I got some fun ones today.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen any of them, so.
I got inspired. I wrote most of these. I wrote all of them.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, well, I tried to make him write one, but he couldn't do it.
What do you... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm over here setting up, but...
You could do it. You were just taking too long.
Yeah. I was thinking of boring topics. Okay.
Here's one. If you had to run your own business, what would it be and give it a name?
The Land Fields podcast?
No, like a business. Like what kind of business would you run? If you had a capital. Yeah. Let's say whatever amount, $100,000 capital. And
a production company. I want to create stuff like
a production company,
whether it be
like video production,
like this, all this, like a podcast production, like
photography,
everything, like just something where we're creating stuff consistently.
Okay, what would you name it? A clever name. Gotta give it a name.
Well, I mean, it don't have to be clever. It's just Dalvareztv Productions.
Dalvareztv Productions?
Yeah, I already have my name. Yeah, I already have my...
Okay.
What about you?
If I could run my own business, I would want to do like an agency of some sort for nannying.
A nanny agency?
A nanny agency. And I would be able to...
Baddynannies.com or what?
Bitch! No one would hire us. Baddynannies.com. Yeah, something like that. Something where I could teach like how I've been a nanny in the past and what my protocols are and how to better help families. Because at the end of the day, it's like you're training all these people to be kind of replicas of you, you know, and making sure that you put them out in the right houses. And then I feel like I would be doing like a good deed. Like I'm training people to have a great job and also to help other people in need that need help.
Yeah.
You know?
Very cool.
Yeah.
But
it can't be called baddie nannies.
Shit, all I think about is like, would you be responsible if something happens to somebody that your nannies are taking care of? Would your company be liable? Like if a baby dies or something?
No, I think
you'd have to get insurance or something?
I would have to do like an insurance thing. I mean, there would be a lot of things. Like basically people would come to me to ask me for I need a nanny for this house, you know, or I need not even just a nanny, maybe like even like cleaning, because I'm really fucking good at that too. You know? But like an agency. I'm Latina, come on now. I can take care of kids, I clean, I cook, I dance. What else do we need? But yeah, it would be like something where it's like the contract is once they get with me, they pass all the tests, the requirements, then they're just kind of placed on hold until they get hired. And once they get hired, they have a contract between the person and them. So you're not liable. And then I'm not liable. Nope. That's on them.
You would probably have to get insurance, no? Like
no, usually the caretaker, like the person that is hiring, would have insurance for them. Has to get insurance for them. Yeah. Obviously, like I would want to make sure that who I'm training and what I would know, you know. I would know like this person is not gonna cut it. Like this person is gonna cut it. This person gets it, you know.
Yeah.
So I imagine my training like, all right, the baby's crying.
What do you do?
What do you do? Hold the baby. No.
What happens?
You talk to it first. You ask it what's wrong.
You gotta sing to it and shit.
I want to get a clever name for it though. I'll come back.
You come back.
I'll come back.
If you were the president of the U.S., what would you do first?
When I put U.S., I meant United States. I'm not gonna write it out. Well, go ahead. What would you do first? Yes, it is. But I wanted you to say United States.
I would give all the land that was used to be Mexico back to Mexico.
Hey, I heard that.
You can have your land back, you see. Give me what was it? They sold it for like 16 million or some bullshit like that.
I don't know.
The Treaty of Hidalgo.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. But yeah, they sold it for like 16 million. All of it, like California, Texas, Nevada, Oregon. It was all used to be Mexico's. And then they would kick me out as president right after that.
If I were president of the United States, my first thing that I would do is make healthcare free for everybody. Because it's bullshit. Like Europe has free healthcare. Canada has free healthcare. We're the only ones that don't have free healthcare.
The problem is that the lobbyists and all that are those same companies that you're going to try to like take money from. A lot of hospitals are privatized. They're owned by private people. It's for profit. It's not to take care of your health. A lot of hospitals are to make money. Yeah. So those same like people, they're the ones that are funding to like get the next president's like for the campaigning and all that stuff.
Well, I'm already fucking president, so what? I don't give a fuck. I'm already in the White House, homie. I make the rules.
Yeah, just take like tax money from taxes to make that happen. Or
I don't know how to make it happen. I just make it happen.
He's like, oh, y'all got
I don't know.
And then
I said what I said. Figure it out.
You bankrupt like shitload of companies. Well, that's a nice gesture.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
There you go, Miss President.
Thank you, Vice President Daniel.
Shit.
If you could be on any TV show, which one would it be? And you would be a main character. You wouldn't have to replace a character, but I'm talking about like any TV show, like I Love Lucy.
I know.
Or like...
I know.
Okay, what TV show?
The show Spartacus.
Spartacus.
Yeah,
I've never
it was
seen
on. It was on. That shit was. It's Spartacus. The show the specific show that I'm talking about is like a mixture between 300 and Gladiator, but in the show, like it's about gladiators and like the You know the story of Spartacus, right? Like that, he was an actual person. He was a slave that became a gladiator, that ended up getting freed, and then he started a revolution and freed. There's dicks. Like it's like.
Why are you?
There's like
do you see how excited his face was? Hey!
There's penis. Hey! Cause it's like a big part of the
dicks.
show. Well, because like I'm not be like, go show your parents, you know.
Were they Tinky Winkies?
They were Tinky Winkies for sure. Now I say that because I've had issues with some shows. Like I don't know if you ever saw that show Euphoria.
Yeah. I love that show.
There was like a scene in there, like they're in the football team is in the. I'm like, bitch, ain't nobody running around with. There was like 30 dicks in that episode, like unnecessary. But the dicks on Spartacus, they go with the.
Gay. He goes, but the dicks on Spartacus, let me tell you, whole different kind of Tinky Winkies.
I just gave us a clip. Hey! And be like, oh, daddy like that big dick, bro. The fuck? No, it was an interesting aspect because it's like they're living like back in the day. So it's like you get a glimpse into what life was for like them, for slaves, and it like a real portrayal of how they.
All you're saying right now is all I'm thinking is dicks. So you can keep talking about it. You can keep talking about it.
It's like there's a lot of nudity in it, so it's like something you like. If you recommend that show, you need to point out that there's a lot of like, because they're slaves, so they could just fuck with them. Like they're just fucking throughout the whole series, basically.
So who would you be in the series?
Spartacus, obviously.
You would be the main character.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that was a dope show.
I gotta watch it. It's on Netflix.
Not anymore.
Oh. Probably Amazon Prime.
I'm sure you could find it if you.
Okay.
If you look at it. It's dope. And it sucks because the main character actually died of cancer in between shooting, so they had to replace the actor.
Aww.
Yeah. So and so he was great. It was like a great portrayal. Of
great dick. Great fucking dick. So sad he died of cancer.
Great titties too. There's a lot of you know who shows her titties?
You can't.
Bro, actually, you know who shows her titties in that show?
Who shows her titties?
Xena, the warrior princess.
Oh yeah,
she comes out in that show. She's like the main. She's the main owner's wife. So she just out here, titties out, all show and shit. It's crazy.
I love Xena.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that was a good show. Where would you?
What would I'm totally different from you. Completely different. I would love to be part of the cast of That 70s Show. That's like, you've never seen That 70s Show? You hate That 70s Show?
I don't hate it, but it's not like, dude, there's so many better shows than That 70s Show. I love
that show. It's like my go-to when I just want to put on something like aimless. Yeah.
What's his name? Oh my gosh, I'm a little gay. Wilbur, he plays like a little fruity ass Latino. Oh my god.
They actually don't know what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to be on that show.
It's whatever, it's cool, but
I wouldn't replace a character. I would make a new character. It'd be fun. I also like love how they dress, how silly it is, how stupid it is.
How they get high in the basement. That's like the funniest part. They like doing the pans and they just do like jokes.
Yeah, no, they'll do like stupid, like, so if I was...
Guys, if I did... He talks like, oh my gosh, you gotta get high. I used to hate that shit. Like, why do you have to give him that? Because he would do like this little lisp thing.
Yeah. Fez. Yeah.
If you could own any animal, which would it be?
If I could own any animal, what do you think? What animal would I own?
A llama?
You got it.
Yeah.
On the dot. Yeah.
It's you like, can't. That's a reality.
Well, it's between a llama and a sloth, but
you can't own a sloth here. I don't think.
No, well, the reason why I wouldn't own a sloth is because I just learned that sloths are actually very independent. Like they're not a pack. Like they don't go in like packs. They're they're very individual, and they actually should not be touched by humans. So all these people taking pictures with sloths on them and stuff, it's like it makes their lifespan shorter because they are interacting.
Really?
Yeah. And germs and stuff. It's sad.
I've always get stressed out.
Very slowly. Yeah, I always thought, I was like, oh, I can't wait. When I wanted to go to Costa Rica, and I was like, I'm going to go to Costa Rica, and I'm going to go to see all the sloths, and I'm going to touch them. And then like I was, reading about it, and I was like, oh, wow, this is actually not a good thing. Yeah. You can't be going to these things, can't be supporting that. So yeah, I'd definitely have an alpaca, not a llama, an alpaca. Different from a llama. Mm-hmm. You know why?
Why?
Alpacas are smaller. They have a shorter snout, and they don't spit. Llamas are very long necks.
And they be spitting.
Oh, and they be spitting. You gotta be careful. They don't give a fuck. And they're actually a little bit more hostile.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're still territorial. They're still cool, but they're not as docile as alpacas. Alpacas are so sweet. They're so sweet, and you can train them, and they're so soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting animals.
I have a little alpaca tattoo on my neck.
Oh, I'm good to say my animal? All right.
Oh, shit. I forgot about your animal. My bad. I know your animal, but I want to know why. I was actually really interested.
Yeah. Well, mine is not practical because if I could own any animal, it would be a great white shark. But yeah. I would have to own it like in the ocean.
Right.
Because they've tried to have them at aquariums, and they end up dying. They've never successfully had one in captivity for like a long period of time. I think the longest one is like lasted months.
Wow.
And they die. Usually days.
Wow.
Yeah, and they can't figure out why. Yeah. It's probably because of the way they swim a lot. Like a lot. And it's just like something about not having like a open space. Probably just. But yeah, they haven't figured it out.
Damn.
But yeah, they're not. You
but
can't have
why
them in
would you want to own a great white?
So I could throw people in there. Shut you. Because they're cool, man. It's like the craziest animal you could own, basically. Or a killer whale, because killer whales be fucking up great white sharks. But it's just sad having a killer whale in captivity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, don't support SeaWorld.
Yeah, do they still have? I think there's just a few that are still in captivity. They've
released them?
No, they can't release them anymore.
Yeah,
but they're not getting new ones.
They won't survive.
No, they won't. They're not built for that no more.
Yeah,
they wouldn't know how to survive in the wild.
Crazy, so sad. I've never watched Blackfish. Was it Blackfish?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never watched that.
Uno más.
Okay, uno más, and we'll save the other one.
Yeah.
Would you rather be blind or deaf?
Double disability in this.
Okay, let's say that you were walking. Let's say that you were.
Rather be deaf.
You rather be deaf?
Yes. The fuck? Is that even a?
What?
Like, it's such a big difference between being blind and being deaf.
Right. Okay, I'm just. Why are you? I didn't say anything about it. I'm just asking the questions.
Yeah, damn. Like, if I can't hear, I can still see. God damn, look at them.
But you can't hear them bounce.
You can't hear titties bounce anyways. Unless they're like big ass meaty titties and they're hitting up.
But you can't hear it clap. You'll never be able to listen to music.
You won't be able to see nothing.
Ooh, I don't know. Live in the dark or live without music? I don't know. I'm such a, like, my life revolves around music.
In this situation, what, like, you're going blind right now? or you're blind in general? Because then you wouldn't know. If you're deaf your whole life,
No, I say right now. You're going blind right now, or you're going deaf. Like
I'd go deaf.
Like you know what? I've seen enough in this world. Take my eyes away. I can't go. I can't live in my own silence. There's no way. That would be so many thoughts, and I wouldn't be. All I could hear is thoughts, and I wouldn't be able to hear anything else.
But you don't know if that you'd experience that the same.
No, what do you mean? Like I already know what music sounds like.
No, I'm saying, but your thought, like if you can't hear, how do you know? Like you can hear your thoughts eternally.
This is a high question, even though we're not high. But can deaf people hear their own thoughts? Like right
Answer
now, look
in the comments.
Look, right now, I just thought to myself. I literally just said in my head, I'm thinking to myself.
Okay.
Yeah. Can they hear that? I can hear it. I can hear my own voice.
Well, because it's in your head. It's your brain, not your ears.
All right. But I'm just saying, like I have.
So you
but if there's nothing,
you go blind then.
I think I'd go blind at this point. At the 37, at the age 37, I think that I would rather go blind than deaf. Because at least with, I mean, I'd rather go deaf than blind. I mean, I've seen enough in this world.
But like I know about
I'm done with the bullshit.
Losing your independence a little bit. And like with blindness, you fucking lose all your independence. If you're deaf, at least
but I get a cool ass dog that like gets to do a bunch of shit with me.
All right. I guess you're going blind, homie. Okay, last one.
All right, last one.
Would you want to be cloned after death? Hell yeah, I got a life to make up. God damn it. I'll be like,
Would you want to be cloned after
hell
death?
Yeah. If I come, like, it's just a whole different person, or it's like me again?
No, it's not you again.
Hell yeah, why not?
It's a whole new. So it is.
I would want him to make up for a lot of.
Well, you wouldn't know. You're dead.
Just in my spirit.
Yeah, you're dead, and he doesn't really know a lot about you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But there is another one.
The world needs a Danny in it for sure. Watch. This one will make an impact, so the next one will kill it. What about you?
Would I want to be cloned after death?
Yeah.
Would I want another Evelyn? But it wouldn't be me anymore. I mean, it would be me.
Yeah.
Me.
Why wouldn't you want to give this to the world again?
Mm-hmm. They took it for granted the first time.
Not some people.
They don't deserve it the second time. No. I don't know. That's, I wrote this question and now I'm like, would I want to be cloned? Would I want another Evelyn running around? She would be totally different though. What if she ruins my name? What if this bitch is crazy?
It's not associated with you. Like you're not connected to them.
That's true.
They'll just be like, there was another chick that looked just like you.
I guess so. Yeah, why not? Yeah.
You might as well.
Might as well, yeah. Might as well have another Evelyn in this world. Yeah. She's like super evil. Evelyn.
Yeah, well. Now we're giving ourselves ideas.
What?
Now the mission is clone ourselves.
Well,
I wish I could have a clone of my dog.
Oh.
I would fucking give everything to. So
to everybody that's watching, Daniel is not one to cry or to get sad or have many kind of outburst emotions like that, but the only time I've ever seen you almost shed one little tear is the time you talked about her.
Yeah, man, I fucking missed that though, man.
And there it is right now. It's happening right now. He's not looking at the camera.
Well, I'm good.
Yeah, that's the one and only time that I've ever seen Daniel actually be like he's talked about getting shot. He's talked about some shit in his childhood. And he's like, it's whatever. But his dog.
Yeah. I miss her.
Aww.
Anyways, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, that's it, y'all. I'm at this motherfucker, man. I don't want to talk about it.
She's resting in peace.
Shut up.
She's resting in peace with my dogs. Yeah, they're out there in doggy heaven.
Anyways, well, thank you guys. Bye.
No. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry Daniel got emotional. Sorry I got you emotional.
Yeah, you got me emotional.
And you guys make sure to share, like, comment. Tell us what we're doing wrong. Tell us what we're doing right. Tell us something. Anything.
Share with a friend.
Yeah. Share with an enemy. Whatever.
Fuck, what does that mean?
Look, we hate this podcast. Send it to them.
Fuck it.
We'll take it. Yeah, we'll take it all. I don't care.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Have yourself a great night.
Peace. Y se acabó la cosa. That's it. That's the end of the show. We'll catch another episode with Tiny and the Man on Wheels.